Was there a delay in the diagnosis of your stroke, or was the stroke misdiagnosed altogether? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you some very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland. And I would like to quickly talk with you today about strokes and some of the common questions that we get when these calls come in. I want to help you understand the analysis when a stroke call comes into my office. All right, before I get too deep into the video, I want to jump back and I want to explain some very important foundational things to you. So when we're talking about strokes, we know that strokes generally will leave a person with a devastating or with devastating injuries. As a matter of fact, some of the research shows that strokes are within the top 10 causes of death in the United States. So we're already talking about a serious medical condition. But going further than that, I want to also help you understand that there are two basic types of strokes that we're generally looking at. And the first one is an ischemic stroke, and the second one being a hemorrhagic stroke. Now, the easiest way to understand these two types of strokes is that when we're talking about an ischemic stroke, we're dealing with a blockage. The hemorrhagic stroke, we're dealing with a bleed. So that is very important to understand those two basic types of stroke, because this is going to be an important tool for doctors to know and understand when they are trying to treat the stroke. Okay, so now the call comes in about a stroke. Either there was a delay in the diagnosis or it was misdiagnosed. What are some of the things that the attorney is going to look at? Well, we want to pay attention to the facts. What happened? For example, did the person exhibit stroke-like symptoms? For example, did they have slurred speech? Did they have facial drooping? Did they have paralysis on one side of the body? Did they have these types of things going on? And if they did, where did they occur? Was the slurred speech, did it occur at home and then the person was rushed to the hospital? Or was the person already in the hospital and then they had slurred speech or facial drooping, or they had paralysis on the side of the body? Did this happen in the hospital? In addition to that, what did the hospital or what did the medical providers do? Was a CT scan run? Was there an examination of the patient? All of these things are very important when we are looking at a stroke case, because what can happen is, or what is supposed to happen is, when the doctors notice or when they are on alert that a stroke may be occurring, that they can go out and they can have a CT scan done. And that CT scan is important because the CT scan can help the doctors understand what type of stroke that they are dealing with, because the treatment options will vary depending on the type of stroke. If you have an ischemic stroke, remember what I said, you're dealing with a clot, that's going to be a different type of treatment versus a brain bleed. So all of these things are really important when we are talking about analyzing a stroke case. Also, you have to remember that Maryland law requires that medical experts are used in cases like this. These medical experts have to give opinions as to the standard of care, whether the treating doctor fell below that standard of care, causing your damages, the injury, the harm. So you got to have medical experts that are going to review the medical records, review the facts of the case, and give opinions as to standard of care, causation, and damages. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about some very important information on a very important topic? Because more than likely, if you're watching this video right now, either you or a loved one has suffered a stroke and you are dealing with the complications that stem from that. Either you are going to have a challenging life with disability going forward, or if you're calling on behalf of a loved one, you have lost a family member because of this. If you would like to speak with me further about what you have going on, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this next action. And what is that? To pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland medical malpractice and childbirth injury, wrongful death questions just like yours all the time. And I'll be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorneys here at Boston Law Group LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.